Good afternoon. I almost said good morning. Good afternoon, my loves. How are you doing? I'm Divine Celia. I hope everything is going well today. I have a channeled message that answers a question. Many of you have been asking what is going on. You're changing. Now, everyone can feel this shift. Everyone can feel this shift. Okay. And everyone to a certain degree will be changing. But the chosens, it is most scary for you in one aspect. And for those in karmic energy, it is scary for you in a different aspect. So let me explain. The chosens, it is scary for you because your real self is knocking. You will sense that you have inklings and wants or needs that you didn't have before. You're not understanding why they're coming forth because they weren't there before. My loves, you're being shown what direction to go to fully wake up. Do not fight against this. You may be a business person being called to lead spiritual retreats. Do not fight against this. You may be a nurse being called to open up your own clinic and go further and be a doctor because you as a doctor is needed and do things differently than everyone else. Do what you're called to do, what is needed. You may be a preacher who knows what is being taught is wrong, and you're being called to teach what is right. Go with what you're being called. Your light is calling you to do more, to be more, and to not go with everyone else. It is calling you to be brave. Okay? Because there are people in our lives that have a lot to say that can't even hear their own voice. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. There are a lot of people that have a lot to say about your life and they can't even see their light or hear their own voice. They can shut the hell up. They have nothing to say to you. They're not where you're at. Stop listening to the people that ain't where you're at. And you're going to start to see who's not where you're at. You are too. Love them. You are to love them. If they don't want to notice the change, you leave them where they're at. There's someone else's problem. In other words, there's someone else's lesson. That's what I meant to say. Not problem. Someone else's lesson. Ooh. Okay. I'm sorry. Some of you are being called, like Moses, to leave everything you know. You filling up evil that's slow and burning. And it doesn't fit with anything you've made yourself because other people made you. You didn't make you. I'm sorry, my loves. It asked Moses to do it. Who's to say it ain't going to ask you to do it? You understand? And take this if it resonates with you. You will know if it resonates with you. I'm not sitting up and telling you to get up and leave everything you know. No, that's not what I'm saying. You will know if it's you. You will feel it in your heart space if it's you. And when you don't do it and you don't listen, that heart space will grow more. Your solar plexus around your belly button is going to start to pull, and your third eye is going to tingle. You will know. You will know. Who I'm speaking to, or the people I'm speaking to, are not happy where they're at. They know they should be doing. They know balls to bones they should be doing something else, moving a different way. That is who I'm talking to. Those in karmic energy, all of you are being pulled forward and tested right now. Are you going to change or are you not going to change? Because pretty soon this question is not going to be presented to you anymore and you're going to stay in that karmic energy and you don't know when you're going to get that doorway again. If you're being presented with the doorway to walk through and change to a divine, it is up to you to take it but you will not get this opportunity for a long time again. And the next time you get this opportunity, it will cost you more. It will test you more, meaning I'm talking about testing you to the point where you may have to have someone else's choice of life in your hands, or you have the choice to help someone who is in a life or death situation and you have facing that choice. And that's a heavy damn choice to have. So understand, my loves, it's going to get pressure. It's going to be pressure as we're moving forward. There's going to be pressure. There's going to be pressure for you to tell the truth. There's going to be pressure for you to know who you are. You must know who you are before that enemy really knows who you are. And I know I'm going through the same thing. It's just some of us are going at an accelerated rate because we must know us before they know us. And some of us are already halfway there, if not more. The higher you ascend, and don't be afraid to ascend higher. I see these YouTubes where these people, the downside of, there's always a damn downside. There's a downside 11. But the reward is way greater. There's a back and forth, light and dark, good and bad, everything. That's the balance of everything. Thank you. I don't know if you can hear that police siren. That's an alert. That's what a police siren is. It's an alert. It's letting you know, be alert, be aware. Yes. So just like there's a downside to ascending, and people want to sit up there and say, well, just be careful because you may not want to. Baby, do you want to be you? Or do you want to keep following? You see what it looks like when you follow the wrong thing. And I'm not telling you to follow anything. I follow middle path. I follow my path. I still listen to my father, but I follow mine. You need to follow what's for you. Not what other people who are not ascended, who do not know, who don't have the information, who don't understand your path. Why are you listening to these people? Why? Because they promised you money and someone else's energy and, oh yeah, I'm going there. And because they sat up there and said, you can have this, you deserve this. What do they have? Why don't you look at the people that are telling you what you can have and look what they have? They have it on borrowed spirits, borrowed souls, and borrowed energy. And at some point when it's borrowed, it's taken back and they fall farther. That's what they don't tell you. They don't tell you the cost. They don't tell you you can't keep it. They don't tell you you have to keep finding other people to siphon and steal from so they can continue to have. So you can continue to have. While you're the one out there doing the fucking sacrifice, and you're the one who's out there sitting up there getting the repercussions because they just brokered the deal. They're the middleman. They don't get it. And that's what they don't tell you is when you steal these things, they don't get it because they're the middleman. You're the one who did it. You're the one who agreed to take that life for that soul. They don't get it. No. They use the Solomon seals to call in those spirits and command those spirits, but they don't understand when they lose control of those spirits will hunt the hell out of them. And that is what's going on because they haven't been able to fulfill the contract. Some people that are in these circles and these groups and these societies are turning around and saying, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to sacrifice someone. No. So they can't pay back the spirit that they're commanding shit from, and those spirits are getting restless and starting to feed on these people. That is why these groups are trying to ravage so fucking bad. You say no. They don't tell you you're the one paying the cost, not them, because they brokered the deal. But the contract is on you. And the only reason why they're not getting got is because they're controlling the seal. But they will get God. And that's what they're not telling you. And all of those underneath them will get eaten. Because that's how it works. Know what you get into. Wake up. Wake up, my loves. The dream is over. You're being called. Like the Avengers from the 1960s. Mrs. Peel. You're needed. You're needed. So what are you going to do? Namaste.